Hey everyone, welcome back to Branding Out, where we dive deep into the world of pop culture branding. I'm Casey Lambert, Sales and Marketing Director here at AZEE Branding Solutions. And today, we're taking a nostalgic trip back to the 90s and early 2000s to break down the genius branding of none other than Nick Jr. If you grew up during that time or you had kids glued to the TV, you'll definitely remember the colorful, warm, and fun world of Nick Jr. Now, Nick Jr. was more than just a kids' TV channel. It was a masterclass in branding. And there's so much to learn from how they captured both kids and parents' attention. So what made Nick Jr. such a powerhouse of branding during that time? Well, let's jump right in. First up, we've got to talk about that Nick Jr. logo. Remember those adorable parent and baby animals? You'd see an elephant, a penguin, a kangaroo, a giraffe, and more, with the parent representing Nick and the baby representing Junior. This visual was simple, but brilliant because it tapped directly into the relationship between a parent and a child, something that was key to Nick Jr.'s success. The logo communicated so much without saying a word. It said, "This is a place for your little one to learn, play, and be entertained, all in a safe environment." It wasn't just about grabbing the attention of kids, but about reassuring parents, especially moms, that this was a safe, educational space for their kids. And that brings us to the next genius move. Nick Jr. knew who was really in control of the TV: parents, and specifically moms. In the 90s and early 2000s, whether you were a stay-at-home mom or a working mom, you were the one deciding what your preschoolers were watching. Nick Jr. designed its branding to resonate with those moms by making it clear that their programming wasn't just entertaining, it was educational. This built trust, and that trust was key to Nick Jr.'s long-term success. Now, we can't talk about Nick Jr. without mentioning one of their most iconic characters: Face. If you were a kid watching Nick Jr., you remember Face. He wasn't a cartoon character from any one particular show. He was a brightly colored, simple face with expressive eyes and a big smile that would pop up between programs. Face was the perfect host for a preschool audience. He'd introduce shows, guide kids through commercial breaks, and most importantly, make them feel that they were a part of the Nick Jr. family. Face was more than just a character. He was a transitional guide. And in the world of preschoolers, where routine and familiarity are everything, that's a big deal. His friendly, cheerful personality made kids feel safe and welcome. Every time Face said, "Hi there, Face here," it felt like a personal greeting. And that consistency kept young viewers engaged and glued. And of course, the simplicity of Face's design is another example of Nick Jr.'s genius branding. He was easy for kids to recognize and remember, but he also reinforced the idea that Nick Jr. was about more than just the shows. It was a world where kids could feel at home, even between programs. Now, let's talk about the programming itself. Shows like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer weren't just about keeping kids occupied. They were designed to help kids learn problem solving, language skills, and social interaction. Blue's Clues revolutionized children's programming by inviting audiences to actively participate in the show. Dora the Explorer took it even further by introducing bilingual education, exposing kids to basic Spanish vocabulary. This wasn't just passive entertainment anymore. It was interactive, educational content that made kids feel smart and engaged. But the brilliance of Nick Jr. wasn't just in its characters or shows. It was in the way the brand spoke to both parents and kids. For moms, the parent baby animal logo was a nod to their role in guiding their children's learning and development. For kids, Face and the colorful, playful design of the channel made it fun and exciting to be a part of. By creating a space where both parents and kids felt comfortable, Nick Jr. became a trusted brand in millions of households. It was more than just a TV channel. It was a partner in early childhood development. Looking back, it's clear that Nick Jr. was ahead of its time. The thoughtful way they built their brand, from the visuals to the messaging, created a lasting connection with their audience. Even today, the impact of Nick Jr. can be seen in how brands approach early childhood entertainment. So what can we learn from Nick Jr.? At its core, the success of their brand came from understanding their audience. They knew they had to connect with both kids and parents, and they found the perfect balance of education, entertainment, and trust. That's all for today's episode of Branding Out. If you loved this trip down memory lane, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the genius branding of some of your favorite brands. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.